John's done, dude.
That's the best podcast intro I've ever seen. Yeah. Personally, here on the Shooting the Poop podcast. Yes. Episode 25.
So much preparation.
I think, dude. I think it's 25. Channel, I think it's 25. Yeah, dude. Apparently it is because honestly, I think.
Oh no, it's 27.
27, dude. We're lagging, dude.
Dude,
we're lagging like your Tarkov, dude.
Dude, straight
That's
up.
That's fucked up.
I know it's problematic.
But this is episode 27 for sure.
It is.
Verified.
Yes. Last episode is 26. Trouble in Tarkov.
Was it?
We were having trouble in Tarkov.
You were.
I was.
I apparently don't have that much trouble.
You have all of the trouble because you can't play it.
I'm assuming.
Compute, dude.
I mean, I did.
But did you play
and I just definitely played it on your computer.
Offline. You did play it on my computer, dude.
Like a mug.
Yes.
Like a mug was out here playing that shit. No, they should have, though. That's why I said you could have been doing it the whole time. He refuses to do so.
Do it.
I could have been famous by now.
You know, you were in control of the computer, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know how to work the computer, dude. So that's the problem, is when I could be in control of the compute.
Yeah.
Said compute in this general vicinity.
Yes. This one right here.
I don't know how to work it. No idea.
This compute with
absolutely
two
no idea.
Monitors, dude.
I'm like, hey, it's a computer. No idea.
Yeah.
That's what I says.
But you could have done it, dude.
I could have did it, but I didn't because I didn't know how to do it. You know?
Why don't you know how to do it, dude?
Because I'm not technologically advanced as you, dude.
Stuff, dude.
Listen, dude.
You're supposed to be getting a compute soon, dude.
I'm supposed to be and will be.
Yeah.
Getting a compute soon.
So you need to learn some computing stuff, dude.
I know, but how am I supposed to learn it if I don't have a capable compute at this very second?
There's a capable compute right here, dude. You could have been learning some stuff.
Could have been learning some stuff. I think I learned how to fucking outscav your ass like that off the break first fucking scav run.
Only because you had me to help you, dude.
No.
Yeah, you needed the
all I needed was the map, dude.
You needed a GPS.
I would have figured
you needed
it out.
A goddamn GPS, and I was that GPS for you, bro.
You can't even spell that.
Motherfucker. You need some navigational support, bro.
Dude, no, I don't.
Supplied it, dude.
No, dude, I got Google Maps. I'll be right.
Dude, you didn't have Google Maps.
But in real life, I got them. In real life, I got them. There are maps in Tarkov.
Yeah, you got Google Maps in real life at all times. That's what you're gonna rely on.
Right here, dude. That's all I'm gonna rely on. And you know what? I don't ever carry a flashlight because I have one on my phone.
Yeah, dude, that's it. Yeah,
I have one on my phone. I got a flashlight on my phone.
You don't need a handheld flashlight.
That's one of the worst. I hate that about people. Yeah. That say that. Yeah. People say that I talk to sometimes.
And anybody that says that, I just pull out the fucking ThruNet and I say, "Is your flashlight this bright?"
Even
you know, like
even if it was, by utilizing that flashlight on your phone, you know what it's doing?
Draining your bats.
Draining your bats, dude. Yeah. Which then your phone is not going to be able to go on the internet, call for help, whatever the fuck, send a text message. Can't do it because you got your flashlight on. What if you got to do those things simultaneously?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, while it's convenient, you're around the house, whatever, you fucking drop something under your bed, fine.
Yeah. I even do that even if I have a flashlight in my pocket sometimes.
Sometimes, because the phone is already in your hand. Mm-hmm. Which is even higher speed.
Yeah.
And lower drag, dude. Lower drag.
Press of a button.
Yeah. Just press of a literal butt, dude.
Which is great. The technological advancements are amazing.
Advancing technologically, I would argue.
My flashlight is waterproof.
Yeah.
My phone, not so much.
The phone, well, at least my phone is waterproof.
Water resistant?
No, it says you could drop it like up to 3 meters, I believe.
Have you tested it?
No, but I'm not gonna. But like in case it does happen.
Now, but I have tested such with my flashlights.
Okay. Your flashlights, you said?
Yeah, dude.
You got them all wet and juicy?
Yeah, exactly. As they're meant to be.
Right.
Hence why they're waterproof.
Right.
Yeah.
And machine washable.
No issues so far.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to just throw them in the pool in my backyard, you know.
Right.
For if we're swimming around at night and such.
Where'd that go, by the way?
Yeah. The dumpster, I'm pretty sure.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It's gone.
No, what about the other one, the jacuzzi?
The jacuzzi was sold.
What?
Yeah. Stevie wanted some extra money before the move.
Sold the jacuzzi?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking jacuzzi. He was working with the jacuzzi, dude. It's a bunch of Chinese dudes selling hot tubs. That's fucking gold, dude. Tell me it's not. Fuck you guys. Oh, dude. I missed my calling.
Viewers, dude.
I missed my calling.
Fuck you guys.
Right. Well, because they're clearly not going to agree, even though they should.
Not at all, because it's a horrible joke. What the
no, that was a pretty good joke. Off the top.
Horrendous.
Off the top.
Horrendous.
Horribly horrendous. Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's the H channel we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You see how I just tie it all together, dude? I'm always circling back, dude. Maybe it's because I have a ginger beard. Hating on myself now. Look, you got to reel them in. You got to be like self-aware. Like, hey, look, I'm a douche. But that's why you relate.
Now this is just predictive programming.
This is just predictive programming.
Because now you're mentioning your ginger beard so that nobody else thinks about your ginger beard. Now it's just normalized.
Right.
You know, that's what
all that is. I was hoping to do it a little bit more smoothly than that, but now that you've called it out and laid it on the proverbial tape.
You got to look for them false flags, bro.
Dude.
They're everywhere.
Dude.
You see them everywhere.
Dude, we're surrounded by flags.
We are.
Not any one of them's false, though.
No.
You know
they're all speaking the
Those
truth.
are legit.
All
100, as the kids are saying. Those are street credifiable flags in the background.
That is factual.
But yeah. Also, not sponsored by Johnny Walker. Should be. Shout out to Little Lube. Little Lube actually provided this.
Damn.
For my day of my birth.
Damn.
Okay. So this is a beautiful gift that I will savor the flavor of going down my gullet. You will be, in fact, lubricating my gullet with this Johnny Walker right here, as kinky as that sounds. But shout out to Little Lube, dude.
Little Lube.
Little Low Viscose in the house, dude. Shout out to Little Lube. So that's what that is. So we're just adorning the podcasting tab.
Did you enjoy the blue yet?
I'm savoring it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm safe queening it, dude. I'm actually keeping it in the safe and shit. I have it displayed amongst my other.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Scales is crazy. I don't know why he does these things. But fucking hooked it up with the Johnny Walker. Not to outdo Little Lubrish, dude.
100%. Fuck you, Little Lubrish.
No, stop, dude. That's beef, dude, on the streets now. You look like fucking Easy-E, dude. You can't be just saying shit like that on the podcast, dude. He's going to fucking record.
He's going to slip and slide on the floor.
He's going to record a diss track, and your ass is going to be mad is what's going to happen, dude.
Do it.
Little Lube is out here, son. We do look like two white people of the NWA. Not white at all, but we totally are. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole shtick about it all. That's the gag.
Yeah.
But yeah. Down on the underground.
Oh, man.
We end the podcast.
That's it.
Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want.
The first 15 minutes.
The first 15 minutes is all for real, dude. Yeah. We got to get that watch time.
I don't even think we're there yet.
No, we're not. Not even close.
Everybody's already.
We're 7
off.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Almost 8
minutes.
Things
we already want to click off. So our own podcast.
Right.
They already did.
I quit the podcast like 17 episodes ago, and I've just been continuing to do it just so I can help my son.
Yeah.
I forget who. I think it was Rusty Shackelford in the comment section of one of my videos over on the Terribly Tactical channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't.
People watch that shit?
Sometimes. Sometimes people watch my channel. I don't know why. I do appreciate it, but I don't know why.
Nobody does.
And I feel for you because I understand the mediocrity that it is and what you endure just to contribute.
Yes.
I appreciate it. That's respect. Respect. But the idea of it all is that when it all comes down to it, the existence, the being, the well-being of the coinciding collaboration that this is, all of this is, it's just poetry, dude. John Lovell wants to talk about he's a warrior poet. This right here, this is deep, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This is next level. You want to talk about four-dimensional chess, dude? Dude. We're in the multiverse.
We can't even talk about two-dimensional chess.
Do you see how I just took it from one end of the spectrum to another? But you followed me the whole way.
Because you're on the spectrum.
Cannot confirm nor deny because I know my rights. But you know, it could be. It just could be, though. But the people are tuned in to find out.
The
people are tuned in to find out.
So much sense.
Yeah.
Entirely too much sense.
It's all coming together. Terribly tarded, dude. I bet that gets more subs.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And never demonetized.
And never once demonetized,
that'd be a hate
dude.
crime.
Right. Right. Which honestly at this point it is, dude. Like it legitimately is. Which is the fucked up part of the part. Look! Remix!
See, there it is. Another word, bro.
No, dude, it's because I'm tired from streaming Tarkov so much.
Even though you weren't streaming nothing, dude.
I was streaming, dude, because I was dreaming.
You were streaming in my backyard, bro. That's about it.
I was, dude. Without a Wi-Fi signal at that.
Yeah, dude.
But the fucking...
So you never got one.
Dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I really do. We do
I've
have
already
to
told
discover
you what it is, dude.
No, what?
So multiple layers of concrete in between your modem and you.
I'm sorry I have a fortified base of operations.
That is the problem.
I'm sorry.
Like,
so you tell me I just gotta take it to another level?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, you could potentially go above ground. Or as I said before.
Above ground isn't safe when the fucking shit's popping
As
off,
I've said
dude.
before, you can set up a Wi-Fi extender up further into the house on the opposite end of the modem, but to where there's not concrete in between you and that extender.
But why wouldn't you want the extender to be closer?
Well, you want it to be closer to you, but you want it to be to the point where that's going to pick up the signal from here, from the modem here to here, and transfer it to you down here instead of going from the modem
down there
through
and not
concrete.
up there?
It depends on where you're at, but either
I
way,
could
it'd
be
be
anywhere.
beneficial. But from where you are probably going to be, and normally are,
Nice.
yeah,
Somebody should probably take that.
maybe. I think it's your turn.
My turn.
You know, it's your stew and all. You know,
It is my. I'm glad you've said it
that's
because
what you're
when you
always
get the
saying.
lawsuit,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Mhm.
Postmark this right now. Whatever. What's
Yep.
the time and date?
Where's the receipts, bro?
The receipts.
Yeah, the
I got them
receipts.
for the Q2U.
Yeah.
For the fucking
that's it?
for just my what is my time billed at? We could go off my stats, which
I
compared
feel like
to
you owe me for that. Yeah.
owe you
Yeah.
for my time.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I don't think
Precisely.
financially.
Yeah.
See what had happened
Yeah.
was I got a check
That was a lot of it.
and a
motherfucker.
savings. All my money's in the savings, but like you can't touch it and shit past a certain.
Yeah.
But the fucking, I just think
I only take out so much per month, then I get a
Right.
fee. You know.
right.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's
It's an inconvenience.
it's more than that. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
detriment. I would
yes.
say to your financial well-being.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't want me to be a starving.
Why do you think I give a fuck?
See, this is what hurts me, dude. Because like this is all like fun and games and stuff, but sometimes I feel like you are passively aggressively telling me the truth. That's how I feel.
Bitch better have my money.
Who you calling?
There's a goddamn owl in this bitch. Oh, there's a coyote.
There's
And
a
snake.
goose in the other room, dude.
There's
I'll
a
go get
goose
my
in the
boy
other room.
Goose, dude. I'll go get Goose, bro.
We do need to figure out where we're gonna mount that
What
goose.
the
in
fuck
here,
was
bro.
that? You kicking
That
some
was
shit?
me kicking some
Okay,
shit,
because
yes.
I got
That was the
attacked
goose
by a
getting your
ghost
ass,
earlier,
dude.
dude.
That was
I
the
for
goose
real
coming for your
left the
ass.
room to go find my chapstick that I lost to the couch, and I for real got attacked by a ghost,
Dry
dude.
lip having ass.
Listen, not even, dude, but because I have to carry the team on my back, right?
Yeah.
On my back. That's where I carry the team.
Mhm.
That's why it always hurts and shit.
Yeah.
Like I am the content. Just like
Yeah.
Fauci was the science, I am the content.
Yes,
So these lips, dude, these are my deadliest weps right here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Force mommy knows, but the fucking no, I'm just kidding. Not yet. Maybe if she plays her cards right. But the fucking, but like still, yeah, dude, you gotta have and not only little mid-vid tack tip. Not only is the chapstick good for preventing chapped lips, which is uncomfortable, painful, you could even get an infection if it's bad enough. And in a boogaloo, as it were, or a zombie apocalypse or whatever, that could literally kill your ass. So having something as simple and lightweight and compact as chapstick that is good for that alone, and it is going to be even a morale booster in certain situations.
Or at least aid in the morale boost.
Right.
In another
On
way.
top of that, you could use it to lubricate weapons. You could use it as like a neosporin substitute for wounds. You can use it as a fire starter or an aid to a fire starter. Amongst a bunch of other shit. You can even eat the shit if you had to, just to fucking give you the mental capacity of, hey, I ate something, and the placebo effect of, hey, now I'm gonna go get some shit done. Whatever the fuck it is.
It's gotta be a really fucked up situation where you're sitting
It's
there
not that
eating
bad. You're
chewing
eating it
chapstick,
anyway. It's
dude.
all up on your mouth and shit, dude.
That's why I don't use chapstick.
You probably should, you scaly bastard. Just fucking snake ass motherfucker. In the grass, dude, and I cut that shit.
Still here, bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking, where's
dude.
the mustache?
Dude.
I'm sorry. You can't just fucking set me up like I'm a Barry Bonds that shit.
It's coming in, bro.
Where?
Dude. Somewhere, dude.
Where is it infilling, dude? Because it looks like it extracted years ago. Like that motherfucker, he took the loot and dipped.
It's coming in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Canada.
Yeah.
It's
illegally importing itself as we speak.
That's exactly right.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is what do we know here?
Dude, nothing.
Nothing in the least.
Know shit, dude.
Nothing in the least.
No.
We should talk about what we have done though.
What have we done, dude?
With the fucking say it with your chest.
Just got rid of it. Just killed say it with your chest, bro.
No, we didn't, dude.
So, yeah,
I
think you did, dude.
I didn't do it.
You killed say it with your chest, dude.
You did, dude.
We just decided we don't need that no more.
You did that.
I think the people decided we don't need that no more in reality.
We're going to get all the
they didn't
sympathetic
care.
views
They
now.
didn't care,
From three. Barb hasn't even been watching that shit. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad. We're going to get a bunch of people.
She might have watched the episode with Cheyenne on there.
Right, probably.
You know,
that's the only one.
definitely
Just to be
watched that.
supportive of
Yes.
girls. Oh my God, girl power.
Yeah.
That whole thing. You know? That's how it goes, though,
Concerning.
in today's day and age.
That's
these
sexist.
times that we live in. It is. Everybody's out for themselves except for the people that push their own propaganda.
Yep.
You girl power, flower power looking ass fucking hippies. God dang him. Goddamn hippies. Cal.
But you killed it, dude.
What?
You nuked say it with your chest, dude.
No,
It's
I didn't.
No more.
I did not in the
Never
least
again.
bit.
Never again.
I mean, I do own 51% of the company, so the company.
The company?
The company.
Are we in Compton?
We're, well, yeah, that's goes without saying. But the fuck, like, so like I do have that executive power,
Yeah.
you know, to make those types of
So you
decisions.
think
But
at
I
least.
didn't make those.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
I said, so you think.
So I think though.
Yes.
How do I not think though?
Because I could just record say it with your chest tomorrow with Cheyenne and upload that
That's
shit.
bullshit, dude. I'll delete it, dude. I'll flag the vid and change the pass.
Dude, I'll change the pass.
I'm gonna change the pass first.
I got the security question, dude.
Yeah, but I probably know the answer. You're a simple fuck.
You don't.
Yeah, dude.
You don't know shit, dude.
Yeah, it's your mom's maiden name.
No.
The fuck?
You don't even know that.
I got the yellow pages, motherfucker.
It's been like 3 or 4 different names.
Listen, I better ask fucking First One Shot. He already knows.
No.
He's been creeping.
Ain't nobody knows shit.
He's been creeping, dude. Everybody knows, dude.
Nobody knows.
I know a song that nobody knows. You remember that one?
No.
Remember, you uncultured swine. You haven't had a childhood, dude.
I know, dude. It was ripped away from me.
It's so much. Get the fuck. You're so melodramatic for no reason. Ripped away from you,
Yeah, dude.
Everybody has fucking parental
By
problems,
adulthood.
dude. You're adulthood. God,
now I got a child.
You are still a child.
I know.
You
That's the
signed
scary
up for
part.
this. You signed up for this. You're.
I feel like a
Yep.
teen parent, dude.
You are, dude. You should at least fucking get your 15 minutes of fame on MTV. At least. It's OD.
For
dude.
real.
I feel like I've already given you that by
Yep.
your association
Yep.
through the Terribly Tactical
Yep.
channel, so maybe that's why they haven't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you probably got more than that. You got at least 17.5 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
But that being a given, you know, I still feel like it deserves its own story. Maybe write a book. I feel like you could maybe write a book on the no. Follow me here. I'm serious.
I'm following.
No, follow me here.
Yeah. Just keep speaking.
The concept
Give
is
us
just
more content.
no. See, that's just proof that I am the content,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Just remember that. Terribly Tactical. Like, share, comment, subscribe. But no, in your storied past, which I've heard several stories myself.
Yeah.
Of things you've been through, things you've learned,
Yeah.
you know, lessons you've learned, whether it be the hard way or not, things you've accomplished, you know, you know, things that you're involved in, interested in, you know, the history as to why you are the person you are today. Those are all, that's quality content, dude.
Yeah.
And while you might think that you're just a nothing nobody from nowhere, which you are, so am I,
obviously,
by all means.
Yeah.
There's still a story to tell there.
Mm-hmm.
And that story is still continuing.
Yep.
And this is a part of that even now being documented, dude. So you could write a book, dude.
I could.
Write a book, dude.
No.
He can't spell, that's why.
Yeah.
But the fucking, you know, it's anybody could do that. Anybody could get on here and do this. Anybody could have fun and meet new people and explore ideas and fucking have debate and come to conclusions. That's what we encourage always.
Yeah.
And especially in the light of the Second Amendment and just freedom overall.
I mean,
life and
the
lives,
debate
dude.
just occurred on Sunday on the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole
That was
thing.
interesting.
What?
That whole thing.
What?
The live stream. Sunday.
What about it specifically?
Specifically the plant that was brought in.
What are we talking about?
The one dude that seemed to know a lot while knowing nothing.
Yeah, there's definitely plans.
As if he was given like a 5-minute rundown on who we are. Just come in and talk shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think that might have been?
I don't know who that might have been. There's been a few people in our past.
Few people.
Have burned some bridges.
Burned bridges,
in
dude.
certain ways.
We never burnt the bridges, dude.
No.
But, like, we set up landmines.
Yeah.
Around the exterior.
They try to come across the river afterwards.
Right.
It's,
You can't trust them, dude.
no,
You
no.
just can't trust them after
set out
that.
some feelers, let them know where. You know. Yeah.
It's just like tarp, dude.
Just gotta keep your eyes out.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Follow your surroundings.
Yeah.
You know.
Situational awareness,
Yes. At all
dude.
times.
Can literally save your life and get you out of a fight. The best fight,
Mm-hmm.
the best win to a fight is not getting in one.
Yes.
You know?
At all times.
So, just like the other day when we went fishing,
Yep.
which that footage is on the Terribly Tactical channel. I don't know why you didn't record any for the Shooting the Poop podcast channel.
Because when we were at the first spot,
We were definitely getting attacked.
there was all that shit, and I also left my phone in the truck.
Why wouldn't you go back for it, dude?
Because I didn't realize till after I'd caught the fish.
Well, that's the
And
problem.
even then, I didn't realize I left it in the truck. I just couldn't figure out which pocket it was in. And I didn't realize I left my phone in the truck until I got back to the truck when we left.
We went to
Sounds
2
good.
more spots after
I know,
that, though. What's
but we
your
didn't catch
excuse then?
shit.
Doesn't matter.
Dude,
There was
it's all
still
people care
cons
about.
taking
It's all people
place,
care
dude.
about, bro.
No,
It's catching
no, it's
fish,
not.
dude.
No, so all you got to do is wear the hat.
But
I'm a fisherman now, dude. That's my dent.
problem is the con would be me fishing, which is hard to record while fishing.
You could record me fishing.
Dude, nobody wants to see you fishing, dude.
I think people do want to
no
see
one
me
wants to see you
fishing
fishing,
because
dude.
not only am I a better fisherman, I'm
Where's your
also
fish from the other day, dude?
far.
Where's your fish from Sunday,
I was
dude?
chilling back,
Where's the
dude,
fish
just like
from?
I was chilling
Nah,
back
dude, you
on
were trying
Tarkov,
hard,
dude. And then
You
I
were
just
trying
like I'm
so
chilling
hard,
back
dude.
on chest,
You
dude.
lost so many
I
fucking
was trying
wins.
so hard, dude.
Just kept losing the shit, dude. That's the problem. That's the problem.
It's
dude.
not my fault.
That was the problem. You
How
kept
do I
losing
get
shit.
how do I get unstuck from an unstuckable fucking snag, dude?
Dude, they're always unstuckable, dude.
No,
Yeah, dude.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna swim out there for a
You don't
fucking
have
mouse.
to swim out there, dude. There's ways.
There's not ways.
There's ways.
I've tried all the ways, dude.
You
I do
didn't?
the fucking little wacky pole shit. I do the
Nah,
fucking
dude.
grab and pull the
Nah,
line. I do all types of
dude.
shit, dude. I do the
You gotta-
up, the down, the left,
Nah,
right.
dude.
It's like
Dude.
I unlocked unlimited ammo in fucking GTA 3, dude. I'm
Now,
all about.
what you gotta do, bro. Okay. This is a slightly dangerous maneuver. Okay.
Okay, tell me.
But if you really like the loo,
Yeah.
you want to get it back. What you gotta do is you gotta unhook your reel from the rod, right? Use that shit like a zip line.
Yeah.
Right. Hold the reel up.
Where are we mounting this, dude?
No, just hold it
Just hold it.
and just shoot that rod down. That'll hit the loo.
Right.
And
And knock it free.
knock it free. Yeah.
I like the way you think.
That's-
Honestly, I think you're onto something. With
Only
that.
problem is if it doesn't knock free, now your rod is in the water too.
Yeah.
And you somehow have to get that snag undone.
I also think this is far better in Fantasyland.
Oh, people do
Inside
it all
of
the
your
time. No,
mind,
people do it all the time.
There's no way.
There's actually products you
There's
can
no
buy
way
that are
that people
specifically
are doing
made
this.
to do that. Like instead of using your actual rod, you hook something else over the line and do that same shit with it, and it's supposed to knock the lure out, unsnag it.
There's no
Yep.
way.
Yep.
What is it called, dude?
I don't remember because it's on like an Instagram ad or some shit, but I've seen people do it.
Is it like
before,
some real
and
shit
does
or is
work.
it gimmicky?
It's probably gimmicky because people usually just use the rod to do it with. But and it usually does work. I've seen it work, like in person, seen it work.
Because I feel like you just told me a falsehood right there.
No.
I feel like you were being disingenuous with me.
It can work. Not saying it will work 100% of the time.
But the risk of losing everything,
Yeah.
more for just a mere $5, $7, $10 loo.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Well, some people don't just run a $5, $7, $10 loo.
In a retention pond?
Yeah. So people run like $50 fucking swim baits,
Even
bro.
still, the fucking reel is more than $50 in the
your
fucking
rod was
poles.
only fucking $45.
And it came with the fucking reel, dude.
Exactly.
That's a great value.
So
Also, speaking of which, you can
save that
find them at
$50 swim
Walmart.
bait.
but no,
Great value.
yeah, but no, not a paid
Not
promotional, right? And shouldn't be. Fucking yes, dude. Yes, dude. Yes. But the fucking. This is why you guys are missing out. I don't know why nobody appreciates
the amount of
this.
times
This
that
is fucking.
happens, though,
This
it's
is
not
gold.
recorded. At least there's
Yeah.
been a couple times.
It's almost scary sometimes too, because sometimes the things that we do that shit on, like they say like twins or whatever the fuck have that shit.
But like, this shit shouldn't be said.
Right,
Like it's not the expected response whatsoever. But
in unison at the same time, exactly verbatim.
yes,
Just crazy, dude. You are my son. You are my son. And that's what I was saying earlier before you rudely cut me off. Is fucking Rusty Shackelford was in the fucking fishing comment section talking about it. Take your kid fishing day. Fucking, he was talking about it's great to see you get out and have some father-son bonding time. He was talking mad ass, dude. It was pretty funny. I like to end hard at the comment. But I do that to everybody because I appreciate about all you all equally. Except for some of y'all. The Mexican porn Tinder sluts.
Are you sure he wasn't talking about all the Indian children running around behind us? Is your children?
I'm not claiming for any of those, dude. And I did date one of them back in the day.
Dude, it might be, dude.
No.
Yeah.
I spawned that entire holy shit, dude. You know? Could you imagine?
It was like fucking...
They were acting like they were minding
like
shit, just all reckless for no reason, just had no fucks given. Just everywhere, dude.
All over the place,
They were
dude.
spawning and respawning, dude. I had to check my bag to make sure I didn't get robbed. You never, like you never. It was just they were way too close. I was like, "What is going on?"
I'm just fucking swing back to cast out the line, and all of a sudden there's like a kid an inch away from my lure. I'm like, "What the fuck are you? Where did you come from?"
Telling you why the steps that lead into the water that we're currently fishing on are just like Sonic 2, the movie,
and then
or
running
whatever
away
the fuck.
And yelling at everybody he could talk to.
Everybody.
It's just like Sonic 2. It's just like Sonic 2.
Every single
it's just like Sonic
every
2.
single person he
Hey,
could
hey,
find.
it's just like Sonic 2.
And everyone else was like, yeah, the fuck it is just like Sonic 2,
like,
dude.
Never actually explained how or why. It's
Well, it's
just
because
like
the steps go down into the water. That's
I'm like, what? So,
I don't know,
we
dude.
literally
I've
walking
never
back to
seen
the
it.
trucks. Hey, you want to just go watch Sonic 2?
At least we would have a better understanding of what was happening and maybe why we weren't
And
catching
then
fish.
we'd be watching the movie. Just like, that's just like Sonic 2.
Right, dude. Because, like, legitimately, we had to have heard that I don't know how many times, dude. And then the fucking two lesbians with the fucking dog
my
photography and everything else. I mean, we talked about it on the live chat, but it's just funny, though. But that's what you get in public places. Like, I like going into public places because I get a kick out of witnessing that shit and being in those experiences. Even as uncomfortable and awkward as it can be, it's funny to laugh about later. But, like, it's still at the same
I just love that they came up and asked me for a hook.
For no reason, dude.
They found some fishing line, so I wanted to go fishing. I don't know what the fuck he put on the
More
end
like
of
an
that hook,
airline,
but, like,
dude.
They had some fishing line and they tied the hook onto. I don't know how the fuck they tied it on. It probably would have snapped anyways. But like,
the ingenuity.
Yeah, they were doing it.
They were doing it, dude. They were
fishing.
fishing,
dude.
They were Tarkoving, dude. They scabbed off your ass,
hook,
dude. They scabbed off your ass,
scabbed
dude.
my ass, dude. For a little laser sharp, dude.
Little laser sharp.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get the neon colored laser sharps, dude.
See, but I feel like with the hooks and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters as much. Most of the time, they're buried inside the bait anyway.
Yeah.
If you're wacky worming or you're whatever, like it's still mostly covered up by the bait. And plus, two, if fish don't know, because what normal worm drops into the water like that and is able to swim like that? None of them, I don't think.
Nothing.
Could be wrong, but I don't think so. So, like, they're still
like,
reacting
definitely
off that.
Birds could be flying over and drop worms and shit like that, but then you could be, like, fucking swimming through
That's what I'm saying.
water like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. So, the fish clearly don't know the difference. They're just reacting off the movement, the sight, you know.
Vegetation in the water and such.
So,
a lot of the sense,
to me, hiding the hook, that's a big thing. Just hiding the hook. I've never found it. No. Of course, probably if you can do it, whatever. But like,
you know how
I've
many
never
fish I've caught on those little ass fucking neon orange, yellow, fucking green laser sharp hooks.
Well, I'm sure they like the fucking like that's why I like the maps number 4s and 5s so much because it's black and it's toxic green.
Fucking hook possible, and it's just like.
I usually run the Eagle whatever ones.
Yeah.
And like I just got a bunch of different ones of those. And I still gotta find my shit because of the fucking shit that I have in the back of the truck. The Colorado got more horsepower and torque than a Galdane Tornado.
Yeah.
That's just like light shit. That's nothing. That's a shit I could fucking. That's
Why
the shit I
is
scavved.
Everything that you have, that you've brought out, it's nothing compared to what you actually have.
Because I do be safe queening shit. Because what the fuck if I need?
Why you safe queen and tackle, bro?
Because it's a survival implement if need be.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Why? That's
But
food potentially. That's a lot of things, dude.
But like the shit that you have, each bait is going to be fished differently, and therefore you should practice with each bait that you even have.
Okay, I understand that.
Unless you have like the same shit you got in that tackle box, you just have a duplicate somewhere.
The things I got in that tackle box is a bunch of random bullshit thrown together.
Yeah.
That is not even that useful for most of the fishing that we're doing.
You're making a Bass Pro Trip shop every time you go fishing because you're losing your lures every day.
If I lose the ones that I'm sitting on, then they're gone.
Yeah.
So what's the point of prepping
Why do you
them?
lose so many lures? Dude?
I have no idea.
I'm telling you, it's because you're nuts, dude.
Dude,
that's the problem. It's
look up a fisherman's knot, dude.
Fisherman's knot, dude.
It's through the thing. You go a circle under, a circle over, whatever. Tie it tight, and boom. You could overlap it a couple times if you want, but you got to worry about which way your fucking line's going and how you tie it. But a fisherman's knot is fucking 2 circles and pull it tight, like I do every single time.
Okay. That's a fisherman's knot.
No.
Yes. That is standard knot practice, dude.
No, dude.
Yes, dude. Same as
this is
Mossy Oak even says so.
No. Mossy what the fuck does Mossy Oak know about anything, dude? They're barely a camouflage.
That's to splice your shit.
Yeah.
It's again to splice your shit. I have yet to see anything that looks like the shit that you were doing.
Dude.
Again, similar to what I was running. Well, instead, you loop it back around. That's basically just tying a fucking noose at that point.
Give me something to tie right now, dude. Okay. So, the fisherman's knot. You have it. Let's say it's a Strike King, a Booyah Strike King or whatever, and it's a triangle. You loop it through. You've got your circle. You go under the circle. You make another circle. You have 2 circles, a figure 8, and then you pull that tight onto the... You make a knot onto the lure itself. You clip off the excess, and then you've got your fucking knot. It didn't do it on this, how it should, but it does it on the line. It pulls it taut every time. So...
That's
what?
The stupidest thing.
How is that the stupidest thing?
Because you're literally... All you're doing at that point is just... that.
No.
Yes, that is literally what you just did. That's all that is. You just made it look fancy.
How did I make it look fancy? I just did it normal.
That's all you did. That does nothing. Like what?
How does that not do anything?
It's just not nearly secure enough, obviously, with how many fucking lures you're losing. But
I think you're out of your mind. Because I've seen several people tie online like that.
Yeah.
I think it's more so because a lot of them I'm losing off the cast. And I think it's more so the fucking reel, like with your bait casting bullshit, how it just stops and yanks it, and then the weight of the lure, maybe I don't have the proper line on it, which I got 10 pound, I think, on it now. Yeah. So,
but why is it when I run my shit that it doesn't do that though?
Because you're doing weird voodoo magic.
Nah, dude.
You're not.
Your knots are breaking. That is the knot itself.
My knots are not the problem,
dude. The problem, dude.
Dude.
The knot is the problem, dude.
Mm-mm.
Hold up, dude.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this.
Okay, so that's your loo? Yep. That's your fancy loo?
Yeah, that's my fancy-ass loo, dude.
You wouldn't even know how to flip that.
And then you take that, run this back through there, which again, with actual fishing line will work better. Let's see if I can get this to work, though, even as is.
Props not. Because it's an inefficient knot, dude.
Dude.
It's not going to work.
It's going to work, dude.
I don't think so, dude. I think this is all a fallacy that you're propagating, and
working
and perpetrating
right now, dude.
Go fishing then. Catch a fish on that,
it.
dude. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
What? Fine.
That's the knot.
All you did is wrap it around. You did a little fucking DNA test, and then you fucking looped it back through. Fine, cool. It's not nearly as quick and efficient as my fucking over-under, dude. And
But
that's
it's
a proven
stronger.
fishing... Maybe. But that's a proving... I don't know where you've never seen... Leave it in the comment section below if you've
I've seen
it.
that done by children.
By children,
Yes.
he says.
Because that is
Give me
like-
the fucking paracord, dude.
And you can have the fancy lube, dude.
Yeah, I got the fancy lube, dude. So, we'll wrap it around once. We've got the one circle. You want to try and do it
It's a square
at
knot.
equal size.
It's a square knot.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
using square
fisherman's knot.
It's a
though,
square
dude.
knot.
But this would normally
But
tighten down.
you know what a square knot's for?
What?
For a loose knot.
No,
Yes.
it's not that loose. When you tighten it down, dude.
It
And
is,
then
dude.
look, dude, I'm fishing, dude.
Dude.
I'm fishing, dude. I'm fishing, dude. I'm fishing
The
so
problem
hard
is-
right now.
The problem is you're not, dude.
I am though, dude. Look,
The problem is you're not, dude.
fishing, dude. Look at it's. I'm like a raver, dude.
Dude, you're about to write some shit, dude.
But for real though, I was fishing right there, dude.
It's a knot, dude.
Dude, that's a knot. That is a knot.
It is a knot.
It's a knot,
It's just
dude.
a horrible knot for fishing.
I don't think so.
I know so.
And that's not really even a square knot, dude.
It is.
It's two cylindrical knots.
It's a square knot. That is literally what it. Yes, that is a
Does
square
it?
knot.
I know what a square knot is, but
And that is a square knot, is it not?
I know. But for the sake of my argument currently,
It's a square knot. You are literally tying a square knot. That's.
But it's two circles, dude. You know.
Do we need to look up a square knot, dude?
Look one up,
Prove
dude.
to you that that is exactly
Look one
what
up.
that is.
But let's
I'm
also.
like 99% sure that is just a square knot.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, it's not,
Damn
dude.
near.
No, it's not even close. That's two different chords, dude. Square knot looking
Dude.
at. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That is literally a square knot.
No,
Yes.
it's not,
Yes,
dude.
it is.
Oh
That is
my
literally 100% a fucking
That is
square
not
knot.
a square knot.
Yes,
You're
it
a
is.
square knot,
This-
dude. That's why I don't ever get any fucking content out of you, because you're a square knot, dude. How to tie a square knot. Tell me how to tie one, dude.
Dude, you know how to
That's
tie one?
two different chords,
Yes,
dude.
you have one end of each cord, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
That is literally a square knot, motherfucker.
No, it's not,
Yes.
dude. That shit is cylindrical as fuck.
See this shit. That is precisely the knot you are tying.
That's not the
Is
knot, dude.
A fucking
It's not the
square
knot, dude.
Square
Hashtag,
knot.
hashtag,
Right the fuck there.
not the knot, dude.
He's tying a
It's not
fucking
the knot.
fishing line with a square knot.
Yeah,
No.
that's how it
No.
goes. It's the quickest on and off.
Especially off.
It was quick on, too, though.
Oh, man.
I changed my lures at a much more rapid pace than you do.
Yeah.
I keep losing.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just... How many times did I tell you? Over the past couple times we've been
What?
fishing. When you're losing lures. What kind of knot are you using?
Listen, if
What kind of
if
knot
this
is a
if this
fisherman's
is
knot? I
if
should-
this square knot fucking
Yeah.
black magic bullshit you speak of is what you say, which it's not.
Exactly.
It's different. It's different with fishing line, dude.
It's not.
It's different, dude. It's a tighter
not.
knot. It is. It's
Oh,
worked for me for years, and clearly has worked better for me than any knot you've tied. Because
My shit stays on.
how does my shit not stay on though when I'm reeling in fucking big ass
You
fish
get
like
lucky.
I have? I get lucky.
You get lucky.
It's just luck.
But you
several
But you
times
lose
over.
it when you cast.
Yeah, which is unlucky.
Yeah.
But it's not because of my technique. It's just
It's because
the
you're not.
world hates me.
No,
I
it's
think.
because of the knot.
I don't think it is.
Next time we go fishing,
Okay.
use an actual fisherman's knot, not a square knot.
A square knot works, dude. Listen, when you tie your dinghy to the fucking dock, what are you putting on there?
I don't know. I've never done so.
Probably a square knot.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Probably gonna tie a noose to the shit.
No.
Yeah.
That's provocative. The fucking...
What do you mean, dude?
Stop, dude.
What, dude?
Stop. This is not a segue.
What do you mean, dude?
This is not a segue
Doesn't need to be.
to the type of knottery. That's right. You're being naughty right now.
Dude, quite so.
You're being way too naughty for the people at home. It's funny.
A useful skill, bro.
Dude, you should go hang that up in like a NASCAR driver's garage or some shit. You should
There you
fucking...
go.
What?
I
You're
feel
gonna
like you
get
can
me...
use that.
You're gonna get me on camera holding this?
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck is it? You tied it. Why don't you tell the people
nothing, dude?
Why don't you tell the people how you tied them?
They didn't see nothing, dude. That's information I probably shouldn't share on the internet.
What?
Though it's already out there.
What?
How to tie a noose.
What, dude? You might have to noodle some shit, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to tie.
And it has been useful before.
Yeah.
But
dude, if you had to tie in, if you had to rappel,
you could do the same shit with your little square knot, only a half square knot.
Yeah, it's just one of the circs.
Yeah.
But then you loop it back around, I think.
Well, you can. You can then make an actual square knot, like you were doing. Which, honestly, this would probably be a more effective way of making a square knot to use for fishing.
To do it inside? Maybe that's what I've been missing. You go inside out and then do it, maybe. I don't know.
To where now it's just this is holding the line to itself, and it's literally just the line holding it, you know?
Maybe that's what I was trying
to
do.
Maybe
I don't know.
More beneficial.
All I know is that I've caught
instead of tying the line into the square knot.
Listen, you could
into the square knot.
You could be mad at the fish that I've caught. It's okay.
All I'm saying is
it's okay.
I'm trying to save you money here. That's all it is.
It's whatever.
I'm trying to keep you from losing so many lose.
Listen,
the other day you were complaining about losing, $10 here, $7 here and shit, and like talking about quitting the fishing chan now. And like, I don't want you to quit the fishing chan. We just started with the fishing chan, and it's a fun chan.
Because you need me.
And
because I'm the cont.
I don't.
I'm the cont, and I'm the cont.
The ratios of views.
Tell me. Lay it down.
Put
it on the tape. You see the tape right
fishing,
here?
Is the shorts
put it on the
content, right?
Yeah. Which
between fishing
either
with you
I have filmed
versus
or I am
fishing
the star
with Logan. Logan's views were higher. Dude.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude.
He's got less
Logan's
vids.
views were high.
My vids together.
But on average per video, views.
I don't think so. Then hire Logan, dude.
You can quit the fishing chain then. Peace.
Peace.
Hang your hat up at the door.
This is my fucking hat. It was my idea to get the hats to begin with.
Oh, man.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The fucking no respect, dude.
Oh, man. I just didn't know you couldn't tie a knot, dude.
I can tie a knot. Apparently,
not.
just one of them.
Apparently not, dude.
He's here all week, unfortunately. On that note, though, I do have to take a piss, and then we're gonna be back.
Just gonna continue to tie nooses over here.
Stop, dude.
Wow.
Don't use it on yourself, dude. I know you're mad and depressed that like I am a better fisherman than you, and that you can't wear that hat anymore.
Dude, Pixar didn't happen, bro.
Check the Instagram, dude.
Dude,
check the MySpace, dude. Check out the MySpace,
dude.
Check it.
You ain't got a MySpace, bro.
I mean, if it still exists, I might.
Dude, this is MySpace, bro.
This is literally MySpace. You're welcome to be here, but not for much longer with that kind of attitude.
Go take a piss.
Fucking pause the vid.
Are we back, bro?
Are we?
Are we, dude?
I was hoping you would tell me.
I think we are.
Because you're the
We
one.
are back.
Who's back?
We are.
Back in black.
Stop.
Sorry.
Nobody wants that.
Well,
nobody asked for that.
That's racist.
So we are both wearing black.
We are, dude.
Yeah.
I pull it off better, though. I think I'm...
Mine's more faded, though. It's more
faded. Which, that's funny, though. That's funny that you even say that. Yeah. Because I, myself, almost didn't wear this today. Because, like, this is too faded.
Yeah, dude.
Of a shirt. Of a black shirt to be wearing on the podcast. Yeah. But apparently it's not.
No.
Apparently I've been out-faded, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're like a better barber in the hood. You know? But, yeah. So, I had a good piss. Just in case anybody was wondering.
Nobody cared about that either.
There's a lot of bugs out there.
Yeah. You're worried about the spider?
There's multiple spiders. Yeah. There's multiple spiders in the vicinity. And, of course, Lizard Man over here never fucking cares to swipe them down because he's like, oh, save the fucking whales or whatever the fuck he says. And so, it's just, and I don't fuck with it, dude. There's too many spites in and around the area, dude. I'm still not even convinced. I'm concerned, but not convinced. I'm convinced that fucking Thomas the Tactical Tag is a ghost. I'm not so sure the fucking 18-foot whatever the fuck that thing is, Burmese Pyth, is in the cage. The Death Stalks, who knows at this point? He used to have a tarantula and big-ass scorps. I don't know where those went. He says he sold them, but maybe a couple got out.
Yeah, I just let them loose.
Yeah, probably, just to keep things interesting. One of these days, I'm telling you, though, We're going to see what that 30 super carry does one of these fucking days. We're going to get a ballistic test on a fucking Scorp or a fucking Tarantula, dude, and you're going to be pissed because it's also going to be your desk and your compute props. But I'm not fucking with it, dude. I'm not.
They're all going to huddle towards the heat of my compute, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There actually might be one under the laptop right now.
Stop, dude, because I'm not.
I did see something scurrying around it right now.
I'm not down with the scurry, dude. I'm not in a hurry to see the scurry, I'd say. You know?
I know. We all saw how you reacted to a wolf spider, dude.
Dude, fuck spites in general, dude. Spites are evil. Absolutely evil. And disgusting. And unnecessary. Much like mass shooters.
You were entirely wrong in that, but sure.
I mean, fuck. From my point of view, my perspective, I think spites are gross and unnecessary. And even though I know, the ecosystem, dude. And they eat the fucking other bugs and whatever. Fuck that.
Can you imagine the outbreak?
I'd rather have
malaria
mosquitoes.
If mosquitoes weren't eaten regularly.
I'd rather have
spiders,
mosquitoes. I feel you.
and bats and such.
I feel you. But I also much rather fucking a mosquito than have a all over.
By the time you feel that mosquito, it's already bitten you and you got malaria and you just die.
Whatever, dude. Then I won't have to worry about the bugs no more.
Yeah.
You know? But something, apparently in today's day and age, you know, these times that we live in, that you do have to worry about is a mass shooter. Whether it's organic and natural and somebody who is actually evil. Well, all of these people are evil, right?
All of them.
But, or it, per se, could be a false flag perpetrated by the government to push a certain agenda. And regardless of which one it was, in Indiana a few days ago, it was addressed.
It was.
And it was addressed in a way...
taken care of quite quickly.
Quite quickly.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's the QC channel where we dedicate all of our quality control because clearly none of it goes into this one.
Especially considering quite quickly is 2 Qs.
Right, but there's a
QC,
C in there.
dude.
There's a C in
Where
there
it
somewhere.
is.
In quickly. So we made it work, dude. Speaking fucking states, state abbreviations, the letters they use for some states doesn't make sense. So we're letting it ride.
What states, dude?
Indiana, dude.
Indiana, dude.
Indiana, I mean, it does, it's IN, isn't it? Are we Stoop? IA?
Are we both Stoop?
This is
one of us.
This is Stoop that we have to
Why
look
does
it up.
Matter?
Well, because I don't know, dude.
I feel like
it should be IN, dude, for Indiana.
I feel like it is.
It's probably not though.
I think.
But why don't you?
IA would be Iowa. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, because there's some weird states that have weird abbreviations that you wouldn't fucking think.
Like,
but either way, digressing.
Yeah.
Indiana, a border state to us.
Yeah.
Very close to home.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's a sad tragedy that this even had to happen, and lives were lost, people were injured, but so many lives were saved.
Yes.
By the actions.
Countless lives.
Countless lives. Honestly, legitimately.
Stopped.
And there's also a conspiracy to the fucking Uvalde had 2 rifles. One of them was a free-floated M-Lock with a fucking EOTech on it. It was Daniel Defense. Then the other one was like a Sport 2 or a Saint or something but basic plastic, and then A2. Mm-hmm. And same thing with this guy. It was a free-floated something with an M-Lock or a M-Lock rail with a EOTech, and the other one was like a Sport 2. So weird. Yeah. Weird 2 rifles. Weird. Similar styles of rifles. Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit that goes into it, and I can't even begin to place myself in the minds of these people. But at the same time, the 2 rifle thing to me is weird. Yeah. Because it seems like more baggage, more unnecessary weight. You can only use one at a time. Why wouldn't you want 1 rifle and just a bunch of mags? Yeah. So... And I get it. I preach it all the time. 2 is 1, 1 is none, 3 is even better.
Most of these shooters, though, aren't exactly the most athletic, and how much can they truly carry at a time?
I feel like a rifle is 6 to 9 pounds, typically, sometimes even more. Yep. How much ammo could you carry for that weight? Yeah. Probably a lot more.
A lot.
And even if the gun was bone dry and dirty, you'd probably still be able to get through it, depending on the gun or whatever. So it's weird to me. It's curious to me that all these dudes have 2 rifles. One seems to be more modernized and have a dot on it, and then the other one is more basic and simple and sporter-like with iron sights. And they seem to be from the same make and model, or at least the same genre of that. And then on top of that, it's just I don't know. It's just weird to me. It seems as if if it is false flagging, we have plenty of information, and especially from the Uvalde thing at this point, to say that it was, dude. People are getting hand sanitizer. People are fucking chilling and laughing in the hallway,
checking their phones and shit.
If it happened exactly the way that they told us, and those police were doing that, they should be put to death.
Yes.
And even still, the other option is it was a false flag, and they were in on it. They should still be put to death. And that's not a call to action or violence or whatever. That's just
lawfully.
Because that what? You know what I'm saying?
Texas still has the death penalty.
Right. So it's there's weird similarities, and shit, and the fact that it keeps happening, and I'm sure it maybe happens all the time, and we don't hear about it, but they're always going to focus on it, right? So, and Rahm Emanuel said himself, never let a tragedy go to waste.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? It's crazy to me, honestly, that this situation has gotten the press that it has.
I'm shocked that I'm seeing this on CNN.
On CNN, this is pulled up. So you want to check your references.
Yeah.
This is CNN.
This is straight from...
Read the article for us. Tell us what it says there, Scales.
Dressed in shorts and a t-shirt, Elijah Dickin was shopping with his girlfriend when a gunman opened fire in a food court at a Greenwood, Indiana mall Sunday evening, killing 3 people and wounding 2 others. While the shooter, 20-year-old Douglas Sapperman, fired 24 rounds from an AR-15 style rifle, Dickin did not hesitate to use the Glock handgun he was legally carrying. Sapperman was neutralized within 2 minutes, police said. Which, shocked they mentioned a Glock handgun, which I guarantee is more than 10 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's a 26, but it has the capabilities of accepting larger magazines, and who knows what he was carrying at the time. Or maybe it was a 43X or a 43 or a 42 or whatever it is. Yep. Still, the idea, and two, this is crazy to me that CNN themselves is saying legally.
Yeah.
Because moms demand attention, and fucking everybody else is on the bandwagon talking about he illegally did this, he illegally did that. He did not. At best, he broke the code of conduct at the mall.
Yeah.
And it has no legal premise.
Yeah.
Because fuck the mall.
Yep.
So it's not illegal where he's at in Indiana. It's constitutional carry. He does not need a permit, which that is what the Second Amendment intends. Okay, from the beginning, you have always had the right to own a firearm and carry that firearm no matter what the firearm, no matter where you're at, as long as you weren't doing bad shit. Yeah. So if you're a good person, it doesn't matter. It's free-for-all as far as that's concerned, as it should be. Because you're a good person, you're not going to do nothing with it.
Precisely.
Unless you need to do something with it, and then hopefully you know what you're doing with it when you got to do it.
As this man apparently did.
Right, because shots were taken at 40 yards. Says he braced himself up against a pole or a banister or something, maybe like a fixture, a structure, whatever it was, and at 40 yards, braced off of that and took him down. 10 shots were fired, and some people could argue that, oh, well, look, he solved the equation with 10 rounds. That's all you need. That's all you'll ever need. But what happens...
10 shots for one person.
Right, for one person. And when it comes down to cop statistics and shootings, it's even more than that a lot of the times, depending on what state you're looking at and how well trained they are.
20 to 30 for one person.
Right. And they're getting subpar hits. I don't know exactly where he hit the guy or what caliber the gun was or whatever. I don't know if it says in the article or will come out later. I'd like to know exactly what Glock it was. Was it a 19? Was it a 43X? Was it a 43? Whatever. Because you can get it done with all of them. Because it's the Indian, not the arrow, what we preach all the time. And no matter what equipment you have, for one, you gotta have the equipment, and you have to have it with you. You got to know what you're doing and have decided to be able to do it in the moment. And sometimes you don't know until you're there. But this young man chose the right choice, in my opinion, just like the Kenosha Kid and many others, and is setting a precedent for the Second Amendment, self-defense, life and liberty. He disobeyed the rules that were unconstitutionally formatted and wrongful, in my opinion, from where I'm coming from, of the mall, saying, hey, don't carry here, even though you're a good guy and you can carry a gun. And we see why it's good for good guys to carry guns, because that seems to be the only thing that stops the bad guys with the fucking guns. So this is a prime example. And I find it excellent. You know, I really like how the sheriff and the police responded to it. I really like how, you know, a lot of, even fucking CNN is conceding to the fact that he was legally carrying a handgun, even though it was against the rules of the mall that he was in. And in some states, those rules do bear the weight of law. And if they say it's the same thing, like at a school or a courtroom or whatever, you know, it's a bad time if you get caught carrying a pistol. It shouldn't be like that anywhere.
No.
Because you have the right to self-defense and life and liberty no matter where you are in the world, just by being a living, breathing human being, but especially inside the borders of this fucking country, you know? So thankfully there's people out there. This is some dude that is a part of the gun culture. Elijah is part of the gun culture. He's not part of the gun community. He's carrying his gun. Most people, even when they're allowed to carry the gun in wherever they're being, you know, they leave it in the truck. They leave it in the center console. Oh, it's at home today. It's too hot or whatever. It's too heavy. It's too big a gun. I'm wearing this. And they leave it at home. This dude, constitutional carry, which should be nationwide and once upon a time was, and how we've gotten so fucking far away from that, I have no fuck ass idea. But Indiana, God bless them, you know, just July 1st, I think it was, or July something, early July, it was just into effect that constitutional carry took place. And this is 2 weeks and some change after that a law-abiding citizen that didn't currently have a CCW, a permit, which is a privilege for your rights, you know, or it's a license and a fee, which makes your rights a privilege, where rights you just have no matter what. You don't need to pay the government a fee. You don't need to go through a background check. You don't know. And so that's where all this, you know, miscombobulation and confusion comes from, is because people don't understand their rights and realize what their rights give them. But really, those rights only give them these things if they use their rights, okay? Because, again, it's at that point, you're exercising the rights, so you're just gaining the benefit of the work that you're putting in. Nothing is given to you in life. Nothing is a freebie. Remember you that. But Elijah here, dude, 40-yard shots, stopping the threat, saving countless lives, and going against the grain, where, again, most people in the gun community would leave their gun in the car, which, again, you got to worry about people robbing the shit and then taking that and going and doing bad stuff with it. You're out the money, you're out the gun, you're out the whatever. You could potentially be framed for a crime. Who fucking knows? There's a wide variety of things that can take place. But this young man, God bless him, a shining example of what the Second Amendment is all about, and life and liberty. And he don't know these fucking people, these random people in the mall that he's protecting. He's putting his life on the line. If you're the shooter, we're the shooter, I'm the shooter, you're the shooter watching, and you start taking shots from somewhere, you're immediately going to address that threat. So the second that he pressed the trigger on his gun, he put all focus on him. And he was willing to give his life for other people's lives. And that is most gun owners that you meet. Most gun people that you meet are good people. And they care about the betterment of society, this country as a whole, our lives, our liberties, our freedoms, our existence, the right. There's a moral compass. There's good, there's bad, there's evil. You know, there's everywhere in between. And these people out there, like you people watching mostly, and I would say Scales is that type of person. You know, not to stroke my own dick, but I would say I'm that type of person. Like, it's just respecting what it's all about. Yeah. This dude knows what it's all about. He's out there, he's carrying, he knows there's threats capable, and he is capable himself, clearly, of eliminating those threats.
The biggest thing is that, like, I'd like to believe, at least, that most people, if put in that situation, if they had a gun, would choose to fight back, right?
You would hope so.
But most people would not have the foresight to say, fuck that sign on the door telling me I can't bring my shit in. Because I want to be able to protect myself and protect those around me. Yeah. You know, most people, I would say, wouldn't do that. And that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, and I would argue it's not even the foresight. It's just look at how so many people like that at the drop of a hat were so willing to cuck and give in to the scamdemic and the mostly peaceful protesting and the completely and totally fair non-rigged election. Yeah. They expect obedience, and you're giving it to them. So that's what it is. And people are literally, there's people on Twitter, there's people on the news, there's people all over the place literally pushing the fucking bullshit, evil propaganda that Elijah is the bad guy for carrying a gun to begin with, let alone in a place that he wasn't supposed to. And then let alone for taking a life himself, even though he was taking a life of evil, a manifestation of evil, and saving, like you said, countless lives in the process. And there are people that are so sick and twisted or wrapped up in the fucking propaganda and willing to push that as their sole main focus in life, even if it bucks complete and total reality, factual existence and statistics and just how it actually was, even though it spits in the face of that, people are still willing to die on that hill. And that is disgusting to me here in this country, let alone anywhere in this world, that you would rather have more innocent people die because somebody you are politically against did something good. That's fucked up, and that's where everybody's got it twisted, dude. So shout out to Elijah, that's awesome. Prayers, thoughts, all that stuff, like for real. He's got to be going through it. I mean, whether he was totally justified or not, everybody reacts to things differently. We don't know how we would react in that situation. He just fucking killed a dude.
I've never killed anybody.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I can't tell you what it's
Neither
like.
have I.
So,
and I don't want to. But the idea and the moral to the story and the entire premise here is that one day you actually might have to. And if you're involved in the gun community, the gear community, EDC, preparedness, all that entire mindset, that is part of it. It sucks. You never want it to happen. You should be situationally aware and prepared with knowledge and skills and gear to avoid situations, deter situations, or be able to get out of situations without even using lethal force. But in the way things are looking lately, you're not given that option. Crazy doesn't have an area code. It doesn't matter if you live in a fucking gated community. It doesn't matter if you're in the ritzy part of the town or whatever, dude. It could happen anywhere, whether it's a real, legit, organic situation or a fucking false flag perpetrated by the powers that should not be. It seems to be almost a daily occurrence at this point because we have the 24/7 news cycle. And there's got to be a news story. There's got to be more fear. They got to amp you up and get you riled up and more divided and bucking at each other for no reason, when it's, if we united and fought the powers that shouldn't be, we might actually gain some ground and fucking figure this shit out. But nobody wants to do it. So, again, huge shout out to Elijah. My heart goes out to the dude, you know, just like the Kenosha kid, out there utilizing the Second Amendment for what it's intended for and being successful doing it. Because as cliche as it is, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. And whether in your mind you think it's the cop that you called or the fucking FBI you're red flagging somebody with, or fucking it's one of us dudes and we're out there concealed carrying and we fucking save ourselves or save your ass or save whatever the fuck. And sometimes a shot doesn't even need to be fired. Nope. Just the presence of somebody with a firearm who's knowledgeable and willing to use it could be the dynamic that changes it all. And all those things, for the most part, even go unreported. Yeah. And
it's a lot of things that fucks up all the crime statistics and everything, too.
Well,
is that what's the point of reporting that somebody tried to mug you in an alleyway and they just saw your gun in your fucking hip and ran? Right. You know? It's not going to get reported. Now that
everybody just goes home.
That was a crime that was stopped with a gun.
Right.
Regardless, you know? It's...
An armed society is a polite society. Yep. And again, these cliches. I'd rather be carried, judged by 12 than carried by 6. Like all this shit, it's cliche. You see it on a bumper sticker. They're showing it. It's knitted on a fucking pillow at the Bass Pro for your fucking couch at the lake house. I get it.
That's meant for the lake house couch.
Wherever.
So
everywhere's a lake house if you got a puddle outside. But the fucking.
I got the ditch out front.
You do, and there are crawdaddies in there, dude. And that's a creek, dude. We're down by the river.
Yeah, dude.
But the idea of it all is...
some shine out there.
We should, dude. I don't know what you've been waiting on, dude. Where's the copper at, you know? But yeah, And again, speaking of coppers, shout out to the fucking coppers that were saying, Good Samaritan and this and the way they were wording and calling him a hero.
Yeah.
And even the mall came out,
be.
from my understanding, even the mall came out and said that, hey, we're glad he was there. We're glad he did what he did. They didn't necessarily say they were wrong from what I read.
You would hope they might take their signs down off the doors now,
you would think so. That would be a great example. But again, we've seen so many great examples and reasons and factual statistics to prove points that people like us have always been trying to make, but it always gets disregarded because it doesn't fit the agenda. So, again, I'm surprised that we've even heard about this.
Well, it's like how many people are going to look at this and say, oh, yeah, that was amazing, but still want to take our guns away.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing. And
even if they do recognize this as an amazing thing that somebody did with a firearm that saved lives.
Yeah.
But still in their minds, a gun is only meant to kill.
Right.
And it did here.
Right.
It did. It did what they say
righteously and justifiably.
But like, that's not it. Sometimes death is not an attack.
Right.
Best defense is a great offense.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Yeah.
Like it is, dude.
It is.
Depending on the situation. And it should never necessarily be a go-to, but it is a go-to in that moment where you see a dude, you're in the mall with your girlfriend, and you see a dude come out the bathroom with a long gun. Like, that's go time, dude.
Yeah.
And that dude pushed his girlfriend down, told her to get down, stay down, get behind me, get out the exit.
Get the fuck out of here,
and he fucking did what he had to do. 40-yard shot with a pistol. Which most people, and now they say he was braced against something, which obviously that's taken away some of the wobble, but that's a good tactic.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, for one, just in general at the range when there's no stress, there's still shake, there's still flinch, there's still whatever, let alone a time that you're fighting for your life and the lives of others. Yeah. It's not it's
no
go
training,
time.
No
it's
experience
not,
in it
it's
whatsoever.
Not, well, I mean, we don't know exactly.
No formal training.
Right.
Or experience.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we even know that. It might say that in the article, but I don't know that for sure.
It did say that the police have confirmed he had no prior military or law enforcement training.
Right, and they always want to say that, you can't do it. You leave it to the professionals. The professionals, we see what happens when we call them professionals. Yeah. You can't count on them.
Sit outside the fucking school and wait.
Because they're either in on it or they don't give a fuck.
Watch TikTok.
Yeah, or make one, even. Kind of like that nurse bitch. Oh, I just lost somebody. I'm going to do a whole thing. Like, that's disgusting. That's what people are chasing. That's how you know we're real, because we're not chasing the views.
No.
Because we talk about the real shit, and we're not afraid to get gritty, and we don't care who watches. If one person fucking watches and it changes the way they think about things and their perception, or they get better prepared, or they exercise more of their rights, it's worth it, at least to me. So it's just it's crazy to me that this is the world that we live in. And again, like you were saying, to counteract off your other point about how it's going to be used for a gun control thing, like I previously said, the fact that he did it in 10 rounds, it's an
he did it with a handgun. Why did he
handgun? Exactly, a handgun with 10 rounds. So that's all you're going to be able to have, and they still don't even want you to have that because the for one, Illinois is trying to do an assault weapons ban.
Yep.
Federally, they're trying to do another assault weapons ban. Now, who knows who's fighting this and what's going to go through and how, but in places like Illinois, in places like this country where we got the Dems running everything and they're in the White House and the ATF is who they are. I mean, how do you fight that? How do you stop that? There's only a few ways, and God forbid the day. So, and it is what it is. But the whole thing about it all is they're going to even... It's crazy and it sounds absolutely absurd, and follow me here on this, but it almost, if this is a false flag, which it could be, which maybe it's not, evil does exist.
Yeah.
Bad shit happens. Bad people do shit. They could organically could have even been inspired by a false flag or whatever. Yeah. Whatever. But let's say it is a false flag, because I don't see it not being a false flag and CNN reporting properly about it. But again, who knows? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they finally found some integrity.
Nobody will know.
But the whole thing that they could pivot and watch for the future and see, because let it be known, everybody's hating on it right now, but let this be a situation and an example of why You don't need a rifle. You only need a handgun, even to fight against people with rifles. And it was done in 10 rounds, so that's all you ever need. If you want anything more than that, you're just a mass murderer, you're a mass shooter, you're a bad guy, you're a terrorist, you're whatever the fuck. The way that they could spin it, and it's so easily spinned that way that it almost does seem like it could possibly be manufactured. So you just never know, and you have to look at things critically. You have to think critically. You have to get further down than surface deep. Yeah. At the same time, you have to...
The thing is, I wouldn't even go as far as to say the whole thing was a false flag. It was all orchestrated, right?
No, right, but just fully how it's going to be used.
That this man did the right thing of his own mindset, saw an injustice, and solved that injustice.
Yeah.
You know, and...
But the way it's going to be spun.
But we do know from seeing what has happened previously how they're going to use this against us, what they are going to say about it. Right. And that is the biggest issue to it. Is that regardless of which way a situation like this goes, it's still going to be negative for us.
And already has been.
As Americans, as people who understand gun owners, and enjoy our rights.
Lives, liberties. Yeah. You can't have one without the other. No. You can't. Period, point blank. Because life without liberty is just existence, and you're a hamster on a fucking wheel. You're a slave to the system. And that is no existence that I want to exist in, personally. Yeah. So, you know, it's the whole thing, man. Like this, again, huge shout out to Elijah. Huge shout out to all the people like Elijah that have been in that same circumstance and handled that business. Or even if they didn't, they tried to. Because there's a bunch of times that people have tried to fight back and maybe were not successful. They were outgunned. They were outtrained. They were whatever. They had a bad position. They had the drop on them. Whatever the fuck it was. But they still tried. And they tried not only for themselves, but for everyone else. Whether they knew him from Adam or not. And that's what it's all about. That's what America is all about. No matter who the fuck you are, race, color, creed, religion, whatever the fuck it is, you can think you're a gay fucking zebra. If you're in Walmart with me and somebody starts fucking busting caps, I'm going to fight back. And I'm not fighting back just for me, because I probably could just do some rat shit and fucking run out the side exit. Yep. You know, and again, I've never been in that situation, and hopefully I never do, but I'd like to think that if I was and had the opportunity to do so, I would do something. Yep. That, you know,
I don't know that I could not do something.
Right.
Even if I didn't have a fucking gun.
Right.
I'd have to do something.
Right.
Even if
doing something is not even engaging, but guiding and helping others to safety. Picking up a baby, fucking throwing an old lady over your shoulders, whatever the fuck it is. Something. That's what men are for. Yep. Is to do something. Yes. And if you're not doing nothing, you should be doing something. Yeah. No matter what. In any aspect of life. So, and shout out to Elijah for doing something, and obviously he was successful in doing so, and it's a great precedent set, but also be careful and wary of how they will use it against us. Yes. Because they're already starting to, just like everything else. And this further proves, you know, if he didn't have a carry permit, which is turning your right into a privilege, he wouldn't have had that gun that day.
Nope.
And he wouldn't have been able to save innumerous lives. A mass shooting, there's more in a fucking gang shootout in the south side of Chicago, Chirac as we all know it. There's more lives lost than this mass shooting. Yes. A drive-by is more than 3 people. Probably right now as we speak. Going down.
Probably.
So, and it doesn't get reported on because it doesn't fit the agenda.
No.
There's more lives lost. I don't hear Black Lives Matter talking about none of it.
We don't talk about black on black crime.
It doesn't fit the agenda.
That doesn't exist.
It doesn't fit the agenda.
Black on black crime is all because of white people.
Yeah.
Don't you know?
No, 100%. It's your fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault, bro.
It's my fault, dude?
It's your fault, dude.
I'm see-through. That's why I burn so easily.
Yeah. but we didn't get burnt to the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, still, I got a little bit. You still get with the overcast. You got to watch out because you think it's sweet. You underestimate opponents, you lose every time. Yeah. And then it did get a little bit brighter as the days went on, and I stayed there after. I was there at least like another 45 minutes.
Still didn't catch a fish?
No. I got more nibs, though. I did get more nibs. But the whole idea and principle behind this all, and obviously plenty of people have talked about it, Guns and Gadgets, Reno, May, all the big people have talked about it. And we're talking about it, because we're also big people. No, we're big people, too, in our own minds. When we write the story, we're big people.
Yeah. But I'm not writing the book, dude. It's not happening.
You should write the book. At least, like, record it on audio, dude. Put it on fucking Amazon or whatever.
Where do I start, though?
From the beginning, dude.
Dude.
You know? But for real.
From the day my mom dropped me on my head.
That's how he got the ptosis. And lost his mustache, dude. It was like... So... But yeah, I mean, again, huge shout out to Elijah. Huge shout out to all the people that are out there. This is the thing. This is another great example, and this is one thing I wanted to touch on. And nothing about me. Fuck me. I'm a nothing nobody from nowhere. But I do always encourage people to carry their guns. Yes. If you're going to fucking carry the gun, carry the fucking gun. Yes. Okay? No matter how big it is, or how well it conceals, or whatever the fuck it is, carry the gun. Most people won't notice to begin with. The only people that are going to notice you're carrying a gun are other gun people most of the time, and they're not the people you have to worry about because they're typically really good people.
Yes.
So, you know, and
I notice a lot of people carrying guns.
Yeah.
Quite often.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's certain people, the gun community type of people are not well at they're not good at carrying guns.
No, not at all.
Shout out to them for carrying the gun.
The one dude in the shop that every time he comes in, as soon as he walks in, he just stretches. And all of a sudden his high point peeks out underneath his hoodie. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Damn, that dude got a high point.
He got a high point.
He's out here.
He ain't supposed to have that. He ain't even supposed to have that shit in Illinois.
It's a 40 cal. No, you could have it. You just can't buy it from a dealer. Yeah. He's got the 40 cal problem solver.
I
don't
know.
Is it cash money print?
I think it's a 9.
If it's not cash money
print,
I
asked him about it. It's a 9.
It might be a high point
and
C3.
OD green.
OD green,
it's
dude.
OD green.
That's tactical as fuck.
Dude. He's got an OD green 9mm high point.
I wish I had one. I wish I could have one.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I would.
More
I would have the
being
cash money
upon.
print 40 cal, dude. Yeah, dude. We can't even have fucking shitty guns in Illinois.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because they're cheap.
Because they're cheap. And they're affordable to everybody.
Exactly. To everybody.
Everybody.
There's certain demographics that the politicians didn't want to have armed.
Who?
For some reason. Back in the 60s and such?
Yeah.
You know, when this law was passed?
No, right.
There were certain demographics that were arming themselves to fight a tyrannical government.
Right. Which is what
that
the
they
whole...
did not want to have armed.
That's what I was getting at.
What demographics do you think it was?
It was the blacks, dude.
Was it?
It was the black people.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude. It's the black people, dude. And
who would have thought that gun control
Jim Crow laws, all types
began in racism?
It did. From,
and
you know
today,
who? The Democratic Party.
Exactly.
And still to this day.
Yep.
And on top of that,
the people they think they can control.
Not only that,
they bet on their votes every
overall encompassing situation of it all, and the greatest part about it, is even whether or not you could hate or love the Second Amendment, it's still an option for you.
Yep. And it still protects you.
And if you are so afraid of other people having guns, at least the way I see things, the most logical thing in my mind would to also then have a gun. So at least the playing fields are equal. And then I would take the time and the effort and the energy and the money and the expenses and whatever the fuck it was to train and practice with that gun and be proficient with that gun. So God forbid I ever had to use that gun, I would be able to do it successfully. Just like if you got a gall-dang fucking fire extinguisher in the house, you should probably buy a couple of them and train with at least one or two of them so you know how to pull the pin, so you know the spread on it, so you know fucking how long it lasts and what you're capable of with. Finding out in the middle of a fucking house fire is probably not the time to do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, shit like that. And then just, again, being cognizant,
train
swapping
and know
them
what
out.
kind of fire extinguishers you need to get for what kind of fires. You know, what classification do you need. And check them bitches.
What kind of ammo should you be using? Exactly. What kind of ammo you should be using, how you're going to carry, how accessible it's going to be when you're carrying. If you're sitting down, if you're a truck driver, the ankle, a shoulder holster, great option. Clears the seatbelt. It's easily accessible. If you're a jogger, maybe carry appendix, a lightweight gun and a lightweight rig, a belly band, something, whatever the fuck. You know, if you're a regular everyday dude, fucking inside the waistband, of course. However you're going to do it. However, if you have to carry off body, it's better than not carrying at all, but understand you are behind the curve to begin with, and even the regular people that have it on a rig in a holster off the waist are already behind the curve as well, because we as the good guys have to be reactionary. We can only start the fight after it's already been started. So somebody else hits the play button, and we have to be like, oh shit, what? And then make a decision.
Hopefully you have a situation like Elijah did, where he was not the primary target at first.
Right, but you can't bet on it.
You can't.
And on top of that, whether you are or not, being situationally aware, checking 360 off, and shout out to Old 1911, which is an awesome YouTube channel. You guys should go check him out. He's got a lot of great content. But one of his things, his saying, his catchphrase is check 360 often. And you should, because while you don't want to maybe walk through life doing one of these things.
No. But every once in a while you're walking down the street,
Just
check over your shoulder.
Just
whatever,
see what's going on.
Yeah.
You can even do it casually. You can make it look like you're taking pictures of something or taking a picture of yourself and using that to see behind you.
Down the street or something.
Whatever it is. But knowing what's going on in your surroundings is a key important factor to your survival and existence and of the people
like this, walking down the street,
which most people are. Most people are. They're too connected to virtual reality and they're unplugged from actual reality, and that's the issue.
As we're both looking at 5 separate screens
we're doing this to help the people. We're trying to encourage the people to be better. You know, we're here. We're suffering through this.
We literally have 5 screens in front of us, not including our phones, right now.
7 screens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7. 7 screens, dude. Plus, technically, the reflections of the screens, dude. So it's like another 8 screens, dude.
We're watching our 360.
Yeah, we are.
So we got our fucking backs right here, dude.
Right.
We're watching it all.
At all times. From a couple different angles.
Yeah.
And out the peripherals.
Yeah.
So, the moral to the story is situationally aware. If you can get yourself out of a fight, do so. Sometimes you don't have that option. And sometimes you have that option, but you choose not to take that option because you care about other people. Sometimes even more than yourself. And that's extremely valiant and brave and honorable. And if you are potentially thinking that one day, if you're put in that situation, you might rise to the occasion. Make sure you are properly prepared and trained and proficient in your arm, whatever it is. And realistically in other arms as well, because you might end up fighting with a gun that's not yours. But whatever. You know, you should know how to run an AK and an AR, a 1911, a revolver, which cylinder spins which way, fucking tap rack bang, like all the simple remedial basic shit. But clearly Elijah knew what he was doing. He had the opportunity to take, I'm assuming, somewhat of cover, at least concealment. Also brace and stabilize his shot, had the forethought of mind to do so. Was telling others to get out of here, get low, stay down, whatever. He's communication while fighting. And again, I don't know what gun was used or what the capacity of that gun was and whatever it may be, but got it done in 10 rounds at 40 yards with a handgun. I'm assuming in today's day and age, most people are carrying smaller guns. So it might have been a Glock 43X, which holds 10 rounds conveniently if you're not running shield arms mags, which I would not recommend because I've seen a lot of inconsistent reliability issues with those. But either way, could have been anything. Could have even been a Glock 19 and he had 5 or 6 left. You know? But what happens if he did need 1 extra or 2 extra, or there was more than one shooter, or it was a further distance, or whatever it may be? The arguments these people are going to have against us in this situation and our rights and our liberties and our freedoms and just the guns as a whole and our ownership of them are null and void no matter how much sense they make. Because at the end of the day, they make 0 sense against shall not be infringed. And shall not be infringed is the livelihood, it's the lifeblood, it's the heart of the existence of people like Elijah and like many people out there watching, perhaps.
Any other opinions?
The gun culture is serious about it. They understand what it's about, and they're putting in the time and the effort and the funds to make it happen, because hopefully we spend all this money on kit, all this time on training, countless rounds down range, whatever it is, honing and perfecting that edge, like the samurai, right? And never have to use it. That, to me, is money well spent. But God forbid you do. I would much rather be able to shoot certain splits and reload and fucking have the gun reloaded before the other mag hits the floor and all that type of shit, and give myself every advantage in the fight, because we don't even know what the fight's going to be. We don't know who we're going to be facing, where it's going to be at, what they're going to be armed with, do they have armor? There's so many factors at play. And it seems like the way that these things are being pushed lately, it's no more across the map. It's no more we just saw it on TV. It's in another state. It doesn't affect us. It's everywhere, whether it's organic or not. And this is a real deal. And also other things, having a gun in the truck, whether it's a spare pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, something, more equipment, a bag, plates, a rig, something, medical, whatever it is. Just extra kit, because let's say you were near an exit, you heard shots going off, you somehow got a key spot right outside. You could dip, get your girl to safety, whoever the family you're with, go back in with full kit on. And maybe do something.
Yeah.
You know, something. Just being prepared to be having the stuff, and then knowing how to use the stuff gives you options. Yeah. And in a bad situation, the more options, the better, in my opinion. But hesitation leads to devastation. You have to make sure that you set yourself up for success and have confidence in the options that you take. And don't take any options that you're not willing to go through with, because some, as we see, might literally cost you your life. Yep. But it is a valiant, much appreciated, and honorable effort. Yes. And obviously Elijah came out unscathed and with minimal losses compared to what potentially could have been. And yes. God bless him, and God bless everybody out there exercising their Second Amendment rights, because this is what it's all about. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
I think that's pretty much all there is to say about it.
But it's a good podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a good podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys being here, watching. Leave it in the comment section below, everything that you think. Thank you, Scales, for hosting, per usual. Yeah. Even though it's my studio, he's 49%, I'm 51, but he's got the on-location site.
I can believe that.
But we appreciate you guys out there. Please interact with the channel. Let us know what you want to see, what you think. You know, if you're watching this stuff all the way through, feel free to leave multiple comments and interact with us as if we're having a conversation. Yeah. We will respond. We're all about it. We're here. We've got a multitude of content, a myriad of content, a cornucopia of content, as it were. Shout out to Process. But knife, gun, gear shit, politics, fishing, Tarkov gaming, all types of other shit, dude. Maybe even more games in the future. Little Minecraft, little fucking, little whatever, dude. Little Call of Duty, little Grand Theft Autos. Who knows? Who knows? Here on the Shooting the Poop podcast as well, over on the Terribly Tactical channel. I appreciate you guys. He appreciates you guys. We appreciate each other, but not really. No. But mostly, stay strapped or get clapped. For real. Yeah. Carry your gun, people. Carry your gun. If it's in the center console, it's in the glove box, it's in the bullshit magnetic holster under your drive shaft, your steering column, that doesn't count. And that's stupid. And it's not sweet. Just because you live in a nice neighborhood, just because, you work in the nice part of town, just because whatever the fuck, you're an innocent nothing nobody from nowhere, never did nothing wrong to nobody. You could be at a gas station, the old stop and rob, inconvenient hour of the day, and all of a sudden it's game time. Have the gun with you. It does you no good if it's not on your person. Ladies, if you're carrying in a purse, what happens when he takes your purse? It's better than not carrying at all, but understand your limitations. I understand you dress differently. Belly bands, ankle holsters, flashbang bras, whatever the fuck it has to do, pocket carry shit, whatever it is, dude. Appendix carry, get the fucking, even though fuck 5'11", get the 5'11" fucking yoga pants with a built-in holster. Who cares? Carry the fucking gun all the time. A white light, pocket knife, different shit. I know it might be too much for the modern civilian. Oh my God, how dare you? Fucking weird shit. Why would you need all that? But think about it.
Work came in with a fucking Benchmade bug out today.
Who?
The new chick at work.
New chick?
Yeah.
At work?
Yeah.
Is she a dyke?
Yeah.
Makes sense. And with that, we appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next time.
Peace.